Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you're new or returning, thank you for joining me today because Xavi Ball is well and truly back in full force. It has been a long while since we've been able to say that. It was a special night at the Montjuic Stadium as Barcelona thrashed Real Betis 5-0. Goals coming from Joao Felix, Robert Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, Raphinha, and Joao Felix, or Joao Cancelo, my bad, the two Joaos. 3 points and a clean sheet as the cherry on top of that scoreline. Let's discuss the magic that we witnessed. And if you find yourself enjoying the video, why not drop a like? It helps out a ton. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, first things first, let's just talk about the lineup real quick, just to remind you. It was, of course, their second in goal. It was a back four of Balde, Christensen, Kunde, and Cancelo. It was a midfield three of Romeo, Frankie, and Gavi, and a front three of Felix, Lewandowski, and Ferran. Now, I was extremely pleased with this lineup from Xavi because it was basically the lineup that I had predicted and chose in the match preview. I wanted Felix and Cancelo to start, and I wanted either Gavi or Gundogan to be a part of a midfield three, and we got that. And as a result, I think you could really see the fluidity in our play as a whole, not just our attacking play. João Felix and Cancelo, I'm telling you guys, are the missing pieces that complete us. These players allow us to do so much. Cancelo unlocking our right side offensively and helping our right winger so they're not that isolated. And João Felix just, you saw how beautifully he played off of Lewandowski. We'll get into the goals right after in a second, but I just wanted to mention this beautiful sequences of play, the gorgeous 1 and 2 touch football that we saw that almost led to a goal that could have been an amazing goal, but unfortunately we didn't score it. Now we will go over the goals. Let's first of all go over the one of the Zhao's that that scored today on their full debut, Joao Felix. Cancelo wins the ball high up on the field, and Romeo finds Felix, who does not give up on the chance and is rewarded. It was a great touch and a fantastic finish from a tight angle. And I just love that Felix is he has a lot to prove, and so far he is proving it. I love his determination, and you can even see it with his defensive work rate today. He was putting in some tackles. And Joao Felix was not done there. He played a huge part in Robert Lewandowski's goal. Christensen made a run into midfield and he sent a pass to Felix, but Felix just knows everything that's going on around the pitch and especially what Lewandowski's doing. He pulls off a superb dummy to put Lewandowski through on goal, and the Polish striker, of course, finishes it. Bottom left corner, off the bar and in. We went into halftime comfortable, but we definitely came out hungry in the second half for more. And I'm glad that we didn't take our foot off the pedal. Ferran Torres, of course, cannot have an appearance without a goal. He is the first person to score a direct free kick for Barcelona since Lionel Messi, and I believe it was 2021 during the COVID era, and that was actually against Valencia. Ferran Torres, it wasn't the most special goal technique wise, but it was so clever how he realized that there was a that the wall was not wide enough, and he just bent it around the wall and in. And the shark that was actually right before he got subbed off, so he got his goal right before he got subbed off. And Raphinha came on, and I feel like Raphinha has a lot to prove. He has not so much that not that he's a bad player, but he has Alexa Ferran, Yamal, and Felix that are all in red hot form right now. And of course, he scores a golazo to remind everyone, hey, don't forget about me either. And I'm just glad that also Rafinha got a goal because he really deserves it. I feel like he has a great attitude, and I think that he's really willing to fight for a spot like he did with Dembele. And hopefully, we'll see even more from him this season with, of course, Joao Cancelo, who is the our fifth goal scorer. He scored such a winger esque solo goal. The way he dropped the defender, I think it was Miranda, and then just finds the far post. He was fortunate with the finish. The ball took a bobble over the goalkeeper's hands, but it was still a fantastic solo goal. It was a real shame that Yamal couldn't get his goal. We still owe him that. He's so unlucky to not have gotten one yet. And I think a lot of players had silent masterclasses this game, especially Frankie, Gavi, Romeo, and Conde. Gavi looks so good in the three midfield instead of that advanced role in the inverted winger role. I thought Romeo was solid again, just so reliable on the ball. And Frankie and Kunde, these guys just put in consistent 9 out of 10 performances, if not 10 out of 10 performances, and no one mentions them because it's so consistent that you just think, oh, well, it's guaranteed that they're going to play well. It's like Christensen from last season. And this was the first time in a long while that I actually felt genuine joy watching this team play. You could see it even with them. They were balling out. You saw them nutmegging players. You saw them just having so much fun out of their passing game. And you could see it on their faces too, their body language. They were just loving it. But I do want to mention some things. Firstly, Real Betis weren't at their best. Neither were we, but both managers before the match came out saying that they were not fielding their best 11 because of how many games we're going to be playing in the next, what, like 2 weeks, I think, or 3 weeks. And so, yeah, it wasn't the best Betis that we saw. They were not great defensively. So I do want us to keep our feet on the ground, but at the same time, we should be celebrating our wins when we get them because like, we deserve to celebrate a little bit for these types of performances. But next, we do have Royal Antwerp in the Champions League. Champions League returns to not the Camp Nou, but to Barcelona's home stadium, and it is the group stage. The first match is the group stage this Tuesday, and there will be a match preview for that. So stay tuned in. But anyway, that is all from me for today, guys. I pass the question off to you. How are you feeling after that match? What are your thoughts? I'd love to see them in the comments below. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not subscribe? I have a lot of content planned, and I think you would enjoy it. All Barcelona, of course. And have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.